Huys Link Community Initiative. Huys Link Community Initiative is an independent and not-for-profit organization that started in 1999 with the primary goal of building a society where young persons enjoy their rights and take responsibility to realize their full potential. We are committed to addressing the needs of the most marginalized and vulnerable young men and women by rendering their voices audible rather than speaking on their behalf. We facilitate young persons to be the major key players in having their lives transformed, their families improved, and their communities bettered. We employ a human rights-based approach in all our programming and routine. Thanks to Father Wynand Huys, who rendered a nurturing hand to the now founders of the organization. In them, Reverend Father Wynand saw a seed of love for children and youth in deplorable circumstances, and as such, formed Huys Link Community Initiative to spread the kindness. Reverend Father Wynand Huys is a Dutch Mill Hill missionary who passionately animated the lives of many young Ugandans in the 1980s and 1990s, who now exhibit and exercise diverse professions and vocations. A number of them form part of the Huys Link General Assembly, also known as the Forum, an avenue through which they give back to vulnerable groups and communities of the now times. In harmony, we reach out to the world, and this is our slogan. We use music to penetrate the desolate souls of vulnerable children and youth, plus a smooth entry into the upset communities. Music is part of the Huys Link Vocational Training School with both brass and live or jazz band music, and these serve the purpose. We work in the fishing communities, and their characteristics are really appalling, awful, and unspeakable. Business at most of these landing sites is lucrative, which attracts people and children from all walks of life. There is a lot of child labor and much underground business like gambling, commercial sex work, commercial sex exploitation of children, abuse of drugs, etc. HIV and AIDS is rampant. Orphans are many. Child neglect is so common. There is record domestic violence. Adults are vulgar in their speech and activity, and worst of all, they never mind children. We have made great strides in the fight against child labor, sensitizing communities against the vice, creating parish-level stop child labor committees, withdrawing children from such occupations, and reintegrating them into the education system for those still within school-going age, and giving older children hands-on training like hairdressing, tailoring, knitting, chalk making, phone servicing, repair and maintenance, liquid soap making, catering, etc. These are the survival alternatives we think can better make them better people to serve themselves and their communities. We have also supported their families with training and startup capital for viable income-generating ventures. Huys Link commands a robust vocational training program, and over 4,000 have graduated with competitive job market skills in tailoring and knitting, hairdressing and salon, chalk making, computer usage, catering, carpentry, liquid soap making, urban farming, and many more. Campaigns on the prevention and treatment of HIV/AIDS is an ongoing thing. Huys Link maintains an HIV workplace policy whereby staff is routinely given up-to-date information about the epidemic, readying them to be vigilant about it, as well as pass on similar information to the public in the served communities. We support child education, sponsoring children from poor-to-do households and attracting their parents into joint financing of the education of their children, giving uniforms and other scholastic material to children, supporting school-based feeding, working with school management committees to have active participation of all parents in school-related programs, supporting school libraries and related reading and writers clubs, the building of teacher capacities in especially the handling of orphans and vulnerable children, the adoption of proper rewarding systems instead of corporal punishments in schools. We have also refurbished and built classroom blocks in our partner schools, constructed toilet and kitchen facilities, installed water harvesting and purification systems, supported games, sports and handwork activities, and so much more. We sensitize communities on the need to generally be vigilant about human rights by always being keen about the observance of any human rights abuses, reporting and monitoring them, because this is an obligation to every human being. We are a member to several umbrella organizations and networks like the Forum for Education NGOs in Uganda, the National OVC Coordination Committee, Uganda, Human Rights Network Uganda, committees like the Stop Child Labor Committee of Uganda, Wakiso District Water and Sanitation Coordination Committee, Wakiso District OVC Committee, Wakiso District Human Rights Committee, and so many more. With these, we foster programs to alleviate our communities from all the impediments to growth and development. We are proud to do the job we do. You can support the work we do by sharing what we do with your friends and acquaintances, volunteering with us by sharing your skills and knowledge with us or the people we serve, recommending us to funders and development partners with whom we can cause lasting change, and contributing materially or financially to the advancement of the work we do. Thank you for being a part of us.